working with you next season. I'll have my father contact you personally about the fitting. All right. Ciao, Mariella. Buonanotte.
You wanted to see me?
I did. Could you please close the door? I'll just get right to the point. We need to discuss hope for the future.
Do you know who Luna's father is? Could it be me?
Yes. It could be you. You might be Luna's father. Here.
Thanks.
You must be tired. You were tossing and turning all night.
Can you blame me after what you told me yesterday? Your daughter could be my daughter.
Are you serious? That you wish that, Bill Spencer could be your dad?
Yeah. I think about it sometimes.
Even though your mom denied it?
I mean, my mom and Bill had just started reconnecting when I first brought it up. And don't get me wrong, okay? I think about us a lot more often. But I don't know, I can't help but find myself wondering about Bill. That would be like, especially now that they've gotten so much closer.
Do miss seeing you at the office, Eric.
Yeah, you better. I'm glad to hear it. Although I am enjoying myself here, taking my time, healing, and spending time with Donna, planning a trip here and there, and allowing Ridge and Steffi to run the business for the time being.
And they do. I mean, Rich grumbles about not having enough time to design.
He does.
We all know how important it is for the two of you to spend time together.
Yeah.
But quite frankly, sis, I think you should spend some more time at the office again.
Actually, I think that's a really good idea. I mean, you've contributed a lot to our success.
Well, thank you. But like you, I've taken a step back.
If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But we can always use your input.
Well, I do miss having an active role at the business.
You're a legend in the business, you really are. I mean, the belief formula alone, let alone Brooke's bedroom and the first men's line. All of them innovations that we couldn't have done without.
He is so right. If you want to get back there, you should just go for it.
I'm not sure how Steffi would feel about that.
Hello, hello. Hello. Oh my gosh, I got my message. Thank you for coming.
Now she's full of Logans.
Isn't it nice? Oh, and since you're both here, I'm going to share a little news. I stopped by Bill's yesterday and met the new woman in his life. Anyone we know? Luna's mother, Poppy.
I just didn't realize you still wondered about Bill being your father.
Yeah, sometimes. You know, if he could be or what he'd be like. I know it's stupid. My mom already said that Bill isn't my dad, but and again, she said that about every guy in her past, so.
I don't understand. Why has your mom been so secretive about who your father is?
Luna could really be my daughter.
Are you absolutely sure that you're not upset?
Upset? I told you last night I'm not upset. I'm surprised. I mean, I asked you before. You didn't want me to know?
I was afraid.
Afraid of what?
You and I hadn't been seeing each other very long, and then Luna and I were at odds. It was just a lot to consider. I raised Luna on my own. We were a team. That's how I raised her. I'm an independent woman, and I never needed a man. Or so I thought. Until you. Well, I can go back to the design office so you can see our newest design.
No, you don't have to do that.
Well, I thought you said this was about Hope for the Future.
Yes, it's current iteration. Look, RJ and Zende, they are great designers, but the collection hasn't been the same since Thomas left, so.
Well, I don't disagree, but Thomas also left in large part due to your interference, Steffi.
No. Don't blame me for what happened between you and Thomas.
Well, I wasn't the one who told him to leave town with Douglas.
You're the reason why Thomas left.
You know how much I miss them and how difficult this has been for me. Having to be a mother halfway across the world, having to hear the change in Thomas's voice on the phone.
I know you're dealing with a lot.
That's why I delayed this conversation with you. About Hope for the Future?
Yes.
Okay, well, I've already had this discussion with Ridge and Carter, and they both assured me that I would have the company's support during this transitory time. That was then, but as co-CEO,
It's my job.
Do I need to remind you that you essentially were the one who packed Thomas's bags and shipped him to another country? I understand that we need results, but results take time. But I'm putting together an entirely new creative team here. And I would really appreciate some patience and understanding, but honestly, when it comes to you, Steffi, you've never wanted to give that to me. Gosh, I have put up with it for so long, but honestly, enough is enough, Steffi. I'm not going to let you mess with my life anymore.
So Bill and Poppy have known each other over 20 years.
And you have never heard of her before? Apparently, they were just together that one night, and then they lost contact with each other until they randomly bumped into each other again. I mean, I have a lot of questions, but it didn't really seem like the time. They didn't seem like they were expecting company, and I don't know, Bill seems quite taken with her.
We all think the world of Luna.
And if she's anything like her mother, Poppy must be lovely too.
Luna is very much her own person.
Yeah, I wonder actually if Luna is getting to know Bill, because if Bill and Poppy are getting close like this, it would make sense for them all to want to get along.
I can't imagine a man as full of himself as Bill is, wanting to have any role in Luna's life.
No, I don't know. Like, I thought that it'd be different when I got older. Like, when I finally became an adult, she'd tell me who my dad is, but she's actually become more reluctant to talk about it.
Well, you told her it won't change your relationship with her.
Yeah, but maybe she doesn't believe me. Or maybe she's afraid that it will. Sometimes I felt like she didn't want someone coming in. You know, she didn't want someone interfering with our little family.
You said she dated, right?
Yeah, but it was nothing serious. Like, they were nice guys, but there was no commitment.
I mean, maybe that's just not Poppy's thing.
Or maybe if it was the right guy, a guy that she truly loved and loved her back.
Someone like Bill Spencer.
I guess what I couldn't wrap my head around yesterday, and I'm still having a hard time with it today, is you didn't want me to be Luna's father?
No, it wasn't that.
But then what? Because you obviously didn't feel like you could be honest with me.
It's not a simple yes or no answer for me, Bill. Right? Luna's paternity is a very complex and emotionally charged question for me. And when you asked me a while back, I got overwhelmed thinking about the fallout. I've never loved a man. I've only ever loved my daughter. She's my everything. And I've only ever been completely committed to her and only her.
And that's commendable. But Poppy, if you thought that I was Luna's father, I mean, I told you how happy that would make me, how proud I would be.
Please try to understand that I didn't tell you the truth because I wasn't ready to face it. My sister Lee has berated me for most of my life, calling me an opportunist, a gold digger, and I can only imagine how many women have crawled out of the woodwork claiming that you were the father of their children. I didn't want you to judge me or think that I was one of them.
I know that you're not.
I didn't want to think about Luna's father and what his presence could do for the life that I had made for us. Until you came back into my life. Until I fell for you.
Hope, why are we making this personal? This is a business meeting.
Hope for the future is personal to me.
And normally I'd be all for that. I love the passion. I love the energy. But what you're doing right now,
I'm not going to back down when it comes to my line or my team.
Hope, this industry isn't patient. It's all about what's new, what's next. We keep it moving.
And I understand that we have hit a rough patch, but I am confident that we will be able to move past it.
Well, as co-CEO, I'm not confident of that at all.
Well, it's nice to know that Eric's taking his recovery seriously.
Yeah, he just loves his trainer. He always comes back so invigorated. I'm glad he's taking care of himself. Oh my God, I just love my honey bear so much, and I just want him to be as healthy as possible, you know? I mean, I usually go with him, but my sisters are here. Well, we don't want to keep you.
Are you kidding me? I want to know everything you know about Bill and Poppy.
I've already told you everything I know about Bill and Poppy.
You know how Bill raises his children, how he's been raising Will. Maybe you have a different perspective.
That he would want to be a part of Luna's life? I mean, I don't know. Bill loves his sons, and he's fiercely protective of them, but I don't think that extends beyond his family. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can't see Bill being involved in Luna's life, and I mean, come on. I mean, he's good with his boys, but other people's children. I don't think Bill Spencer is going to be involved with Luna.
Well, with everything going on in Luna's life lately, I think she would be even less interested in this new man that her mother's seeing.
I know you're not Bill Spencer's biggest fan.
No. Honestly, my whole family feels that way, Luna, and for good reason.
Okay. Well, I don't know what Bill was like in the past, but he's been really good to my mom. And he's been nothing but kind and sweet to me.
Really? Bill Spencer? Sweet?
Like, there was this one time, he came to the apartment, and I had just gotten into an argument with my mom, and he was really understanding. And he told me what it's like to be a parent and how he wanted the best for his kids. I couldn't help but think to myself, like, what would my life be like if I had a dad like that? Because that Bill is exactly the kind of man that I'd want as my father.
I'm not afraid of rejection. I like myself the way I am.
Well, there's a lot to like. And I saw that the first time we met. So confident.
I thought I saw something in you too, Bill. And what we shared that night, it was like nothing I'd ever felt before. And I thought you felt the same. But then
you never heard from me again. I'm sorry, Poppy. I can see how much I hurt you.
There's no need to apologize now. Right? What we've shared and reconnecting like this, it's been amazing. It's everything I thought it could be and more.
I agree. And that's why if there's even the slightest chance that Luna could be my daughter, I need to know. We both need to know.
Steffi, Hope for the Future is one of Forrester's most impactful lines, and Zende and RJ are talented designers. You said so yourself. Yes, they are. They are the next generation of Forrester Creations, but they could be working on more lucrative projects. Well, our sales have been wonderful up until this point. Up until this point. A high concept line, that has a lot of overhead. Marketing, materials, charitable affiliations. Like, I just don't see Hope for the Future as one of my visions anymore for this company.
Your vision? Look, my team will prove themselves. Okay, we just need time.
I think your time is up, Hope. That's why I wanted to speak to you one-on-one. I didn't want to blindside you. I'm thinking about cutting Hope for the Future. So, now that Eric is gone, tell us how you really feel. I'm just as honest around Eric as I am with you. You said you were surprised to see Bill with Poppy. Yeah, I didn't realize he was seeing anyone. How do you feel about that? I didn't expect him to live like a monk, Brooke. And as I told Bill, he doesn't answer to me. Would you like him to? Would I have liked him to tell me that he was seeing someone, Poppy, or whoever? Yes, I would have liked that because I thought we had that kind of relationship. But I don't know. I will always love Bill. You know, not just because he's Will's father, but because we've meant a lot to each other. And do I see a future with him? I don't know. I do have to say, though, Luna's mother, I'm not so sure about her. I don't know why I'm acting like this. I mean, it's stupid to go on and on about Bill being my father because he isn't.
If Luna is my daughter, I will stand by her. And you. You will both have a special place in my life, Poppy.
I was right about you. You are the most wonderful man.
Well, let's see if you're right about the rest of it. You know what we have to do, Poppy? We need to know.
Yes. Thank you. This is what I was afraid of. Opening up. I love you, Bill. And I loved you from the moment I first saw you.
Let's do it now. Today. Let's find out if Luna's my daughter. Daughter? I could have a daughter.